We have Ask the Analyst where other people get to ask questions. You ready?
That's me and B. Wood.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, I got them in there with them, B. Wood.
Do you think Miami will have a shot at going to the finals? Smitty, you go first.
I don't. I don't think so. But I do think they have a chance to maybe get into the Eastern Conference Finals. And I'm not saying they will, but I think they are ahead of schedule. And I love what Pat Riley and that organization did. I love organization when they say, hey, we got a chance. Let's go for it. And I think Pat Riley's done an excellent job. You lose LeBron, D-Wade, and Chris Bosh. And to be able to just hang on and also be a destination still for people to go, I love what they've done, B. Wood.
Yeah, I love what Miami has done, too. I love what Pat Riley has done. They've always had the culture there. They brought Jimmy Butler in. He has fit into the culture. These young guys are coming along. But I worry about this Miami team because they're not a good road team. You need to be a good road team in the playoffs. Then they're so young. Some of these guys haven't been through those fires before. And then the third part of that for me is, if Jimmy Butler's not going, who's their next guy? Mm-hmm. And when you look at a lot of these other teams in the Eastern Conference, you play Boston. Hey, if Kemba's not going, it can be Tatum or it can be Brown. If you're playing a team like the 76ers, they have Embiid and they have Simmons. The list goes on and on. Milwaukee, they have the Greek Freak and Middleton. I don't really see that secondary guy for Miami, and I think in the playoffs that'll catch up with them.
Yeah, because Bam Adebayo, not necessarily a scorer you can trust in the clutch.
Yes.
Yeah, I got you.
He's having a great season. I'm not sure if he's ready to be a true secondary scoring option in a playoff environment just yet.
That's why I said they're still in this Eastern Conference Finals. I'm not saying they're getting there. I just think that's the ceiling.
Yeah, good point. All right, next question. Is Spencer Dinwiddie in the next tier of guards, non-All-Stars in Drew Holiday, C.J. McCollum? Will he get paid just like those guys? And when do you see the Pistons being able to compete for a playoff position?
Man, when do I see the Pistons be able to compete for a playoff position? I might be able to grow hair by the time they get back to the playoffs.
Oh, man.
Now, the Pistons, they're in a really tough situation, for real. When I look at their team and where they're at right now, I don't really know what direction they're going. A lot of things haven't worked out. Blake Griffin, their superstar, he's not really healthy. So you're trying to figure out, a lot of money is going to be paid to Blake over the next couple of seasons. How are they going to get better? I really don't know. The Pistons right now, they're in a total rebuild. I think they're about a 3 to 5 year rebuild away?
Yeah, I think what you said, B. Wood, is what I see as well. I don't see the direction. I mean, there's some teams that's not losing, but you kind of see the plan, which way they're going. You either got to draft well, develop well, or you got to do an unbelievable job of being able to go out in the free agent and attract some, big-time talent. And I don't know right now if I haven't seen the development of their young guys get to the level where you're saying, yes. I've seen Luke Kennard got better. But other than that, you don't see people getting better in their system yet. And I know it's Dwayne Casey has a couple years. That's all he's had. But I'm looking forward to see the direction. Right now, no Reggie Jackson, no Drummond. Blake Griffin's kind of beat up. It's going to be tough for them.
Yeah.
Okay, next question. Here we go. There we go. Do you see the role of the traditional big coming back anytime soon? We'll go with our big.
The role of the traditional big? No. Like, if we're talking about guys that are big, slow, and you just throw it to them in the post, no, I don't think that style is ever coming back to play. But the big man has changed. And so, yeah, bigs are still valuable in this game, but they just have to be able to be guys that can do multiple things. Guys like Anthony Davis, guys that can play, that can guard on the perimeter, but at the same time they can score inside, and that's where the game is now. Traditional bigs are getting such early tutelage and starting to hone their skills. When you identify a guy at 10, 11, 12, 13 years old now that can really play, you're not just telling him, hey, man, stay on the block anymore. He's learning all the skills. So I don't think we're going to see the traditional bigs that we saw in the 90s back when you were playing, Smitty. But at the same time, I think there's going to be a lot of bigs that are going to be able to put a major impact on the league.
What I do like is we're not just going with all 6'8", 6'9", bigs and everybody 6'7". You look at Toronto Raptors, they play Serge and Marc Gasol. You look at the Bucks, it's going Lopez and you're going Giannis. Lakers. I mean, teams are playing bigger with two bigs. They're just not playing traditional bigs. But I do see and I do love when somebody, whether it's a guard, forward, or center, can play with their back to the basket, because you can obviously cause a lot of problems. No matter what, I love to shoot the three. I played on the outside. But if B. Wood has the ball down there on their block and you have to double him, that's an advantage for my team. So I was always taught you go inside out first. That's the way the game, I think, is the easier way to win games versus trying to shoot threes.
Hey, Smitty, that's why I love somebody like Zion. Because when they switch a guard on him, he's not out here trying to pity-pat on the perimeter.
Thank you.
He goes and puts that guard in jail, takes him into the paint, and shoots and punishes them inside. That's all you have to do. You can get easy buckets inside. I don't care what the analytics people say.
Yeah,
you
I'm
can
with
definitely get easy buckets with your back to the basket.
Highest field goal percentage in the post so far this season, Giannis and Zion. So if the Pelicans can start winning close to what the Bucks are in the future, I think that'll come back in vogue. Good point, Brendan. Always a good point.
Man, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you.
Trae Young and the Atlanta Hawks have
Trae.
won 6 of their last 7 home games. They faced the Orlando Magic, who have won 3 of their last 4 overall. You're watching the warm-up presented by Ford.
Something got to give.